So what you're saying is anytime we've ever had a deer on Realtree Farms that we don't know what happened to it.
Could be me. Could be me. I don't know. I don't know. So I'll plead the fifth on that one.
He's hunting with the game warden again.
Yeah, hey, I try to, you know, Jeremy, if you're watching, don't believe anything these folks say. So, anywho, good old Trusty right here. This is the aluminum one, which is lightweight, and I love it. The older I get, the lighter I want my stands, and these are light. They're aluminum, super light, good stands, good priced, good product. That's all you need. Oh, let's see here. There she is, my little hanging tool right there. This right here is real nice. I've been using these past 4 or 5 years, but it's a little winch system. So you can leave your stand on the ground and get up there, and you can winch it up the tree, and then it just kind of hangs there. So you can use both hands to hook it up. A lot safer, a lot easier. Takes a little longer, but I'd rather be safer.
You're a lot safer than me.
I try to be as safe as I can because half the time I'm out here doing it by myself. So if I get hurt, I got to make sure I got a cell phone or whatever to call somebody. So I try to keep it safe. 'Tis the season, so. The heck is that? That bird? No, that's bird poop, man. Got the berries in it. Where in the world that come from?
That's a good start to the morning.
It's a good start. Get you a good doo-doo stain on your pants, but that's all right. Spray down here in Georgia, we got the ticks galore. So I always spray down real good before I go to the woods. Try to keep them little suckers off me as much as possible. You get into a pile of those seed ticks and it is a nightmare, so.
I like it. You got a daggum industrial squirt ball.
Well, see, what I do is I go to Tractor Supply, and you got to go to the equestrian section, Key Point equestrian section, and I buy it in bulk in the concentrated bottle and just mix my own. Got to mix it a little hot too for these Georgia ticks, but works well.
Out here when my boy pits, what is it, July? This middle of July.
It's the 15th of July.
We're out here getting stands hung, getting some cameras hung, getting ready. And he's killed some giants out here.
I don't know about giants. We've actually killed several good deer out here. Brian, there's some deer coming across the creek. Looks like several of them. That back one's a shooter. He's a shooter, definitely. That's one of the 8s right there. Bear. I tell you, I like a good solid 8-pointer. I don't know what it is about them. Absolutely great hunt, great ending. Thanks to my friend Justin Strickland for coming out with his dogs.
All right, we're gonna go get her done. We got a couple stands we're gonna hang, maybe mess with a couple cameras, do a little early season inventory. I know you got some cameras out already.
I always say the first couple of weeks in Georgia, you got a real good chance at getting them, you know, because they're on that summer pattern still. They hadn't been messed with, so they're pretty laid back. And usually the first 2 weeks, you've got a real good shot at getting on a real good buck. So lots of times if you don't get it in that first 2 weeks, they'll start getting a little wary, and sometimes you won't see them again till the rut. It'll push them nocturnal. So the first 2 weeks is pretty important to me to be in the woods, because I've had a lot of good luck early season. A lot of people don't like it because it's real hot and they don't like to deal with the heat as far as sitting in the deer stand. But for me, putting up with that is well worth the rewards, because it's a good time of the year to be in a tree. some of your best chances throughout the whole year other than the rut. So
Yeah,
I like it.
That's a good time. That's when me and Tyler killed that big deer last year.
Yeah, absolutely. Hit them hard early, and you know, those are your best chances to me I've seen in the years, you know, because they're just laid back. They don't have a lot of pressure at that time. And like I say, putting up with the heat, I sweat like a bear, so I don't like it just as much as the next man does, but I put up with it to get a good chance at killing a good deer here in Georgia. Got some solid mature stuff in the 130s, you know, I've been watching. Don't have any superstars yet, but you know, I'm just as happy to kill a 130s kind of deer as all get out. I just want a mature deer on the ground, so we got a lot of those this year. We got a lot of deer just in general. Been seeing lots and lots of fawns this year. So looks like we're good there, and a bunch of does, a bunch of bucks. I've got some pictures that are pretty ridiculous with a bunch of bucks in them. So we're on the road to a good start this year. Hopefully it'll pan out and we'll have a great season. We're good, and I'm caught up in all kinds of spider webs. Bless you. Ought to be pretty good. Oh, I'm telling you, we hadn't been out here 30 minutes and I'm already drenched. Welcome to Georgia, boys. We're gonna enter the wigwam. All right, I got everything. Let's see. But as you can tell, the deer love this little area. That right there's some goodness right there, regular old deer poop. Perfect indicator there's deer in here.
Never would guess.
Oh, me. Kind of see right here why I call it the wigwam. It kind of feels like you're in a little teepee area right here. But I've been hanging a stand right here in this tree for years now, and it looks over a little food plot. Got a ridge over here, got some white oaks, water in the creek down here. It's just a great place. They got a lot of bedding around here too in this quail cover, because this is mainly a plantation cut right here where a lot of quail hunting goes on. So they got everything they really need right here. It's always been a good spot, and this one little stand right here probably holds more deer per acre than any place on the property. So it's always been productive.
You said the bigger stand's the cameraman stand?
Yeah, the bigger one's for the cameraman, because you know he needs a bigger dance floor, because he's got a skirt.
That's never been said in the history of hunting.
He's got a skirt around, so he needs a bigger dance platform. You know, I pretty much gonna just be standing there ready to shoot. So I like for the bigger dance floor to go to the cameraman.
I've never heard that one, but I like it. I'd take either one of these. These are nice.
Those aluminum ones, they just came out with that aluminum last year. And it is so much lighter and easier to deal with.
Yeah, this thing weighs nothing.
I know it. I love it, and I need to see if I can get a couple of more.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Have you ever hunted out of a tree saddle?
No. I kind of feel like it's wearing thong underwear a little bit. You know, it's one of those deals you might do it, but don't want to admit it.
Right.
So, it's my theory.
You got the daggum heavy duty carabiner.
Yeah.
Carabiners I use are on the verge of breaking at any time.
Yeah, I want that little sucker to hold tight.
If y'all didn't know, Michael Pitts is a firefighter with the West Point Fire Department.
Yeah, City of West Point.
City of West Point Fire Department. So what he's saying is he has a perfect hunting schedule.
That's right.
He works one day and then he just wreaks havoc on the deer the next 2 days.
That's right. I don't work but every third day. What I'm gonna do is get you to hook up those two easy hangers.
All right.
And I can put those, I tell you, hook one of those ratchet straps up too.
Okay.
The two easy hangers and a ratchet strap.
All right.
You gotta prep. It's all about the prep work. It's all about being comfortable at the end of the day. Yeah, this looks real good.
You got good cover, I'll say that.
Yeah, I'll have to trim out a couple of things because these deer typically come from down that little ridge right there. They'll come up through there and into this field. So most of your deer are coming from there to right there. So I'm probably gonna have to trim that a little bit, and maybe this just a little bit, but it won't take too much. Just a little upkeep. That's about it. There you go, brother.
Thank you.
Well deserved.
I worked hard for
Absolutely. About to crush mine.
that. Callaway Blue Special.
That's right. I don't go far without it this time of the year. As much as I sweat, I've got to stay hydrated.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. And then I used one of the Realtree T-post brackets right there. So pretty much all you gotta do is hammer your T-post in, and then you just slide this. It's 2-inch PVC piping. You just slide it over the top, plug your camera in, you're quick and ready to go. Because the one thing about it is when you put it on a tree, you've got a canopy over you, so you're blocking your sunlight. With this, you can just screw it in here, slide it over the T-post, and you don't have any canopies around. Works good in open fields, and it's really quick, because like I say, you just slide it over, hook it into your camera, and you're done.
I didn't know you liked to invent stuff.
I don't know, my Mr. Wizard, it comes out every once in a while, and I'll get a little spurt of geniusness in me, but it's few and far between.
Is this a Go Live?
No, that one's not. That one's actually the Ghost model right there. I've got some Go Lives on the south side of the property, but
so this is a Spartan Ghost, and then this is the T-post attachment
that y'all make, Realtree.
From Realtree. You can get these on the real store.
Oh yeah, and they're cheap. You can get a bunch of them.
And this is attached to a...
Yeah, basically all I did was got 2-inch PVC pipe, capped it off at the top, but I run a bolt through the cap and epoxy it in. And then you just slide the Spartan bracket over the bolt, and I got a little wing nut, tighten it down. And then you just come in, slam it over the post, plug your camera in, and you're off. I mean, you can literally...
You basically won't have to put batteries in it really at all with these solar panels.
No, the solar panel, with this much open sun out here, I won't have to replace batteries all year, and that's a good thing. A little spray paint, that's all you need. It's ready to rock. We're back at the truck for the first pit stop. No pun intended, but anyhow, I sweat so bad, I keep about 2 or 3 t-shirts with me at all times. It's about mid-morning, and it's time for a shirt change. So we're gonna do a shirt change, and then we're gonna hit the road to the north side of the property and take a look around up there. Ah! I can go ahead and tell you, in that amount of time, I probably flash burned. Oh gosh. All right, we're back on the road again. And the dog wants to go.
You wanna go with us?
Oh, she will. We are in a stand location where I've had a lot of good luck. This is actually the stand where I killed 2 deer within an hour apart. I tagged out in one day opening week out of this set. But we've got it plowed up right now. We're redoing pretty much all the fields on this north side right here. So they're in the works. But actually, if you look at that tree line right over there, that's actually Realtree Farms. So, you know.
I don't see a fence over there.
No, ain't no fence over there, I can promise you that. Actually, the deer Tyler killed last year was running through this area. He was staying a little higher towards the interstate, but we had a lot of pictures of that big deer he killed last year. He was running this same area, but he liked to hug the interstate up top on that ridge right there.
This is where y'all were getting pictures of him right here?
No, we weren't getting pictures of him right here. We got a couple other fields up there that kind of parallel the interstate, and he was staying on that. He wasn't leaving that interstate far because he was We got pictures of him all the way back in here, probably almost a good 3/4, maybe a mile away from the property line. So he was just skirting, running parallel to the interstate right there. But we had a bunch of pictures of him.
You mean these places aren't high fenced?
No, these places ain't high fenced at all. Some people believe they are, but I can promise you 100% they are not.
Highly managed? Yes.
Highly managed, yeah. In fact, I mean, literally right here, we're hunting the same deer. I'm hunting the same, you know, y'all get a bunch of the same pictures I get over here. So, in fact, we talk about that a bunch. Hey, have you seen this deer? Have you seen that deer? So, you know, we're real close quarters and got a real good relationship, work together on managing all these deer. And it's paid off over the years, strict management and just watching what you shoot and communicating real well with your neighbors. We've actually grown a real good deer herd here. So we always stay in touch and talk back and forth about what we're seeing, because like I say, right there, that wood line right there is Realtree Farms. So hunting pretty close right here.
That just goes to show you that, I guess that's kind of the number one thing when you are trying to manage a deer herd, regardless of all the protein feed and the food plots and trying to grow big deer. The number one thing is trying to get a good program going with your neighbors, because it don't matter if they don't get to the age. It doesn't matter how much protein or habitat management you do.
Oh yeah, and that's why having good relationships with your neighbors so strong. You communicate together, you decide what you're going to shoot, what you're going to let go, and it all works together. Without communication, management would be lost, because down here in the South, there's not a whole lot of big tracks, so you're dealing with a lot of small tracks together, and you got to work with your neighbor to make sure, you know, the management process is being effective, basically.
So what you're saying is anytime we've ever had a deer on Realtree Farms that we don't know what happened to it?
Could be me. Could be me. I don't know. So I'll plead the fifth on that one.
He's hunting with the game warden again.
Yeah, I try to, you know, Jeremy, if you're watching, don't believe anything these folks say. So, anywho.
Oh, man.
I love this little spot.
Tree stands right back there. Got to trim it up.
Yeah, it's in that pine right there. You can see the easy hanger hanging off the side right up there. But I got to trim down a little bit. That treetop's growing up a little bit. And then you'll be able to right down in here.
Stick one in here.
Yep.
We got her done, Pitts.
We got her done. We got a lot done this morning, so can't beat it. We're 100% caught up on stands. Just got a little trimming to do, and I'm getting excited.
Start shooting bows.
I can feel it in the air. I can feel it.
Start shooting bows and looking at Spartan pictures till you fall asleep every night.
I do. I spend more time on that Spartan app than I'd like to admit. But yeah, it's definitely inventory time to figure out what you got in the woods. What you doing, Sass? Peace out.